Hello, it's Joan.
Hey y'all, how's it going? Oh, Newt Newt the Snoot, to your other username, Hime? Is that how I would say that? Welcome! Hi! Love Heaven, welcome in. Luby Lou, Dennis. Changing my settings a little bit. Uriel, what's up? Thank you. I just washed it, so it's extra floofy today. I don't wash my hair very often, yes, it's very thick. Also Matt, a resub for an epic 35 months at tier 3. You've been here from the very, very beginning. And I just feel really grateful and lucky that you saw something in me that streamed so long ago. So thank you so much, Matt. And please let me know if there's something I can play for you. Love Heaven, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate you very much. Jove, welcome. TMK, Tripwire, Hoagie. How's everybody doing? As for myself, I am feeling good. It's been a really, really busy couple weeks for me, and it's not really going to slow down until September. But it's all stuff I'm very excited about. I have shows every weekend. I've had shows every weekend. And this weekend, I'm playing with my folk rock band, Creature Comfort, which I'm very much looking forward to. That's going to be Saturday, and I have a rehearsal Friday for that. I had a rehearsal last night. So it's been a whole lot of music. Loopy, thank you. I don't really feel like orange is my color, but I liked the line here. And the back design's kind of nice. It's like a crisscrossy vibe. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Pencils, what's up? How are you? Jackson, how are you doing? Thank you, King Titan. It's very nice to say. So yeah, this morning I had my violin lesson, and I had another good lesson. I have a really good dynamic going at this point with Julia, my teacher. I feel very comfortable. As you can imagine, which they should be getting, each lesson's getting harder. And today's, man, I'm learning a new type of bowing that is just kicking my butt. She essentially told me I'm going to have to play open strings with this bowing for 30 minutes each day. But, you know, I'm willing to do it because I want to grow and I want to get better. New guitar strings? Nice! I feel like whenever I get new strings, it motivates me to practice all day. Let me get the book out. Montier, I think it's called. Daniel, how are you? I can do some Zelda for you for King Titan. Let's see. As you can see, this is my most used piece of violin homework, Kreutzer. It's like a standard series that most, violinists will use. Martier, yes, that's it. And I really need to work on it. I can show you guys the exercise. It's not going to sound very good, yes, I need to work on it a lot, but I like to show you guys the progress sometimes and the first stages as well. For Dennis, this book actually has quite a story. It was used by my Nana, who played the violin, as well as my mom and my sister. We have a lot of female violinists in the family. My mom and sister don't really play anymore, and my wonderful grandmother passed away after a long, loved, wonderful life. But there's a lot of violinists that have had this book. On each page, there's even dates of like when people were studying. So the most recent player was playing this in 2006, it seems. Here we go. Lots of violin shenanigans. Well, I guess My Nana definitely wasn't a violin shenaniganist. She was a very proper, beautiful player. I'm more of the violin shenanigan person. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate that. I love when you combine the emotes of the fire hands like that. ASMR, yes. Yesterday, I had a piece of music stuck in my head that I believe is a video game piece that you've played. I don't remember what it's called, but I remember it was an E flat and kind of slow, but happy sounding at the same time. I don't know why, but the Nier song I play is kind of in my head. I don't know if it's happy sounding though. That one's kind of sad in a way. I'll pop through the music today and see if we can figure it out together for ASMR. I hope we can figure it out. So yeah, I'm excited. I had a really good violin lesson. I've already played violin today for about 3 hours. So I'm gonna take my time and, you know, just play today by ear. I've noticed that I do feel like I see burnout in a foggy future, but I've been doing a lot better at stepping back. I've been trying to finish up the YouTube video. It's not happening this week. I've put a lot of time into it, so progress has been made, but my anxiety started shooting and I was like, you know what? You're just gonna make mac and cheese and watch TV. That's the rule. You have to do it. So I'm proud of myself for doing that. And I've made a couple other important personal kind of decisions lately that I'd like to share, hoping that maybe it might help some of you guys too. I'll spread it out so I don't just talk at you too much in the beginning here. But yeah, I did my violin practice this morning and then I treated myself by spending my Walgreens coupon, very exciting, on floss and cat litter and printer ink so I can print more sheet music. Speaking of which, I know that this is technically work, but I really love doing transcriptions. It makes me feel relaxed and happy. It's kind of meditative. And I have 2 songs today to add to the song list. One is called Guar Plain from Xenoblade Chronicles, and it's really pretty. I think it'll be a nice addition. And I realized that I've been doing a lot of slow, beautiful pieces, so I also thought I'd pick a more uplifting, happy-sounding piece. So I did a song from Pokemon Diamond Pearl called Heart Home City. I haven't played either of these. I'm gonna try today. It might be a little rough, but yeah, it felt nice to sit down in between my rehearsals and work and teaching, and I did some new songs for us that I'm very excited to do. Greg, what's up? I'm really sorry I was unable to go to your show, by the way. I had Tails practice. I had mentioned it before, but the pictures all look amazing, and I hope it went super well. It sounds like it did. Hello, my darling Butley Poopington. How are you? Munin, welcome. Tesno. Lots of familiar names. So yeah. Waldo. Hime, you'd be correct. 31-year-old over here. Proud 31-year-old. Proxify, welcome. How are you doing today? Okay, have a good lesson for Daniel. Jojo, how are you? Since floss and cat litter wasn't super exciting to get, I did treat myself to a coffee too. There's a local shop here in Nashville that a lot of my friends work at, so it's like a nice excuse sometimes to get out of the house more than to get the coffee, to just go in there and say hi to everybody and go for a little drive. It's hot today. It's very hot. I didn't get to do my run. I might do it later, but I'm trying to embrace the not pushing myself too hard mentality. Yes, I do have stream rehearsal tomorrow and then a show Saturday and kind of a bunch of chores to get done Sunday. Hardest I've ever played with a violin. I don't really know. I feel like I feel like it's deceiving. I think most people think what's gonna be a hard violin piece is the fast one with a lot of notes. Sometimes those are really easy. And sometimes, a lot of the time, it's the really slow ones that are very challenging. Is you have to balance that bow perfectly and actually play a note long enough so that you can hear if it's out of tune or not. Like some violinists, they'll play really, really fast, but if you slowed it down, you can hear a lot of mistakes with intonation. So it's kind of a funny thing. I think a lot of people come into chat being like, play the fast hard thing, and I'm like, I can play fast, but I will be lying to you. You know what I mean? Take the day off for the run, legs are super tight. I mean, that's a smart decision to do. I pushed it a little bit after the video shoot I did with my band on Monday. We were hanging off of a four-wheeler driving through the woods all day, and I tried to run, and my left leg has been cramping up whenever I go up the stairs. It's just too much after doing that. No regrets. Super fun. Thunderhead, welcome. How are you doing today? That's a good idea, Pencils. I'll probably, if I don't go for a run today, I think I will just go for like, there's like a mile loop by my house that I like to do sometimes. Okay. So, like I said, this morning I played violin for about 3 hours, and I haven't really touched it since I took a break to have a big lunch and stuff. Kind of an early dinner. So, a little cautious feeling about picking it up to play my first notes today, but I'm just going to do my best. And thank you again for spending some time with me today, you guys. All right. Hello. I just picked it up long enough to tune it up again. Oopsie. Let's just go in the middle here. I did officially start a playlist designed specifically for improv tunes, so if I hear something that I want to make on the official playlist, I'm gonna pop it on over there, and I want to build it big enough where I can have just like an improv jam as an official song request. We might already have that. I don't really know. I don't think so. But either way, let's get going with some Poly Bridge and then do a little bit of improv. Hey Bishop Stars, how are you? And Spicy Igloo, what's up? Good to see you. Going to the gym, way to go, Greg. Kicking butt. It was a note. It was a note within the chord. Can't be mad about that. Nice. I actually feel fairly comfortable. There was one stream day where I streamed the same day. Well, I have my violin lessons every Thursday now. So one day I streamed after that lesson and my practice routine is I try to play 2 hours before my lesson so I'm warmed up. And I just crashed on stream. I didn't take enough breaks throughout the day between those. So I get a little hesitant on Thursdays now, I hate to say. But that felt comfortable. I feel like I started off on a good foot. So I feel balanced here. Ban, how are you? That small plush you got in back chair. We got 2 dozens of those today in our store. Oh, no way! You know, I don't know, like, what's the deal with these little plushes? The little, like, they almost look like a kernel of corn. You know what I mean? And they'll make, like, every character into it. They seem like the new Beanie Babies or something. They're just so popular. Yeah, for Canis, I haven't taken lessons in years and years and years, like probably 7 years. But I decided that I wanted someone to help me grow to that next level. And so I contacted a player whom I really admired, and they agreed to be my teacher. And it's been a couple months now, right? Like, I think 2 months. But oh my goodness, it has helped so much with my playing. I've really taken everything they've said to heart and tried to apply it to the best of my abilities, and I can tell that I'm getting a lot better. So I don't see myself not taking lessons anytime soon. A very tiny dog has a very big one, and he loves it, and I love how much he loves it. Oh, I was gonna say, do you mean your dog? And you did say that. Oh my gosh, Spicy Igloo, thank you so much. Thank you for a brand spanking new sub. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Please let me know if I can play you something to say thank you for that sub. And thank you. That helps me keep this as my main gig, and I always want this to be my main gig, so thank you. Unrespectable Proctolog, thank you very much for the, I was gonna say follow, but I'm just trying to say hello. Hello, how are you? I guess I put all my energy into just trying to say your name, that everything else just went out the door. Out the window? Is that the expression? I don't know. Let's play more music. I'm trying. Anything you play for yourself that you enjoy. Okay, I think I can swing that. I can handle that. inadvertently hit a bit of a jazzy note there. Mulatto Damage, that's nice to see you. How are you? Oh, you don't need to apologize for unrespectable. That's interesting, though. Gonna sleep with the music. I'll try not to do anything too loud and sudden for Luby. Can't promise that, though. Yeah, for Mulatto, I'm doing very, very well. Thank you for asking. It's been a very, very busy couple weeks for me where, you know, admittedly, I'm juggling a lot of things. Streaming is my main career at this point, but I do also teach a little bit, so I'm balancing my students, and I play for 3 bands here in Nashville, and each band has had a show one of these weekends, so that means rehearsals every week and a show every weekend with a different group. And again, it's all fantastic, great stuff. I've had so much fun. I did a music video shoot. So many really great things are happening, but I can tell my body is a little like just on edge, I think is a good way to put it. You know, I've been sleeping at different times every night and eating at different times during the day, but I'm just making sure to stay mindful and do the best I can with keeping things as consistent as they can. Mad Professional! I made it to a stream in the beginning. Oh, I would say this is still the beginning. I haven't even been on a half hour yet, so I would definitely say that counts. Some of you might have heard me say this before, but Mad Professional was one of my first viewers ever. Like when I had 3 viewers, you were one of those 3. And it's so crazy to see where this is gone, and it really just sincerely makes me smile so big that you got to see that I grew, and you were a large reason why, because you easily could have scared me off when I did that first stream, you know, and been like, internet scary, blah, but you were so dang nice that I was like, I want to come back and do this again. I liked it. But thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate you. And if there's something I can play for you, please let me know. Mulatto, thank you. I'm not gonna lie, I was terrified putting myself out in the world in that outfit. It was you know, it was skin tight and a little bit edgy, a little bit more edgy than I would normally have put myself out there. But you know what? When I put it on, I felt confident and I felt powerful, and I wanted to kind of celebrate that and just work it, you know? So I'm happy I just went for it. I asked the band like 100 times. I was like, is this okay? What is this? Is this bad? Is this good? But yeah, I felt like a superhero or something. It felt cool. What if by land? Hello! We're here together. How are you? Vampire Plaza, welcome. It's nice to see you as well. And Dr. Scorpion, welcome. Did we ever hear from Bo himself? Oh, no way. I would have like a complete meltdown. In a good way, I think. People love your emotes, by the way. Oh, that makes me so happy. Did they like the cute ones or the beautiful ones like this one? Just curious. Thanks for spreading the Joe emote knowledge. Oh, Cathedora, it means even more to me that you put them out there, you know? That sounds cheesy, but I mean it, you know? It means a lot to me that you guys want to see me succeed, you know? For Christian, I do priority requests where I will do a request from my song list. That's an important part. If you do anything to support the channel, like sub or gift a sub, donate bits, 500 bit minimum though, as much as I'd love to play a 5-bit request. That is what I asked for. But it's not like I won't play if I don't get any priority requests. I just pick a bunch of songs and I try to make it like, you know, the most interesting, smooth little catalog of music I can. No, Cathador, it meant a lot to me, so thank you. I got some new transcriptions today as well. I haven't played through either of them. I'm just going to try and sight read them. But I wanted to sit down and write out some music. Is it something I really enjoy? Okay. Why don't I show you... I mentioned that I was going to show you the new stuff I'm working on in my violin lesson. And this is the first phase, so it's not too strong. But essentially what I'm doing is I play through it first without the type of bowing I'm supposed to. I just play through it with the most natural, smooth bowing that I can do. And I focus on making sure I know the notes and that I know which strings to cross to and that the intonation is strong. I also do double stops for most of it. Like the notes are separate in the music, but if I play them as a double stop, then I'll have a reference point to see if I'm in tune or not. But I only do a double stop if I know the other one's in tune. So this is number 6 from Kreutzer. We've been working through from the beginning. I'm gonna do my best. A little nervous. So without the bowing first. B major or B natural. Gets really hard in this section. And so on. It's a rather long piece, so just to give you a little bit of how I get started with these pieces. The bowing I'm not ready to do with it yet, but what I'm supposed to do is play using the top like 5th of my bow so that it's really far away from me. And the key to it is I only press into the string at the beginning of the note and the end of the note, but the middle needs to be loose. Like this. I don't know if I'll even demo it, right? No. Oh, it's gonna be a long week. It's gonna be a long week of that. But she at least said it's the kind of practice that I can just put on a stream and watch a stream and do it mindlessly. But I have to do an open bow like that for 30 minutes every day at least. But it will be worth it. So, and then it should sound a bit more like this. I'll try. She told me if my shoulder's burning, it means I'm doing it correctly. And the burn is there, let me tell you. So, this is the first exposure I have to the piece, and I'm going to try again to play this for you guys in like a week. And hopefully I'll have made some progress. It's admittedly been really hard to get as much practice time as I'd like because of, just being prepared for the live shows I'm doing with bands, which is a very different kind of playing. But I'm determined and I'm ready to put in as many hours as I can, even if it's not the amount that I'd like. So I will show you progress, hopefully in a week. I'll do my best. I can play the mandolin a bit. My mandolin has an issue with the neck called a rising tongue, which essentially makes it very hard to press down the action of the strings and you can't adjust it. I was going to try and see a second opinion, but the other person I went to is essentially like, I can't fix this. So I might have a mandolin one day on stream, but I don't see that in the near future. But that's fine, because I'm focusing on piano right now with priority going to the harp next. Yeah, Gruen was actually where I was going to go. I went somewhere else before. And the other stores helped me out a lot in the past, but they just couldn't with this scenario. So, yeah, that's my homework. Well, one of them. This is all my homework, but that's one of the aspects. All right. Let's do... I kind of want to do Aerith's theme right now. Hey, Ossaron! Thank you so much for a resub. How are you doing? I really appreciate subs now for officially over a year, so thank you. That's amazing. And please let me know if I can play something for you to say thank you. Also, Arthur, welcome. How are you? Let's see. Making sure I'm not missing anything. It looks like I'm up to date. A little more coffee. I've definitely been having too much caffeine. Final Fantasy binder, of course. It's nice to see you, Arthur. Let's see. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm kind of nervous starting with this one, if I'm being honest, but I know I recently tried it, so it will be good for me to see if the stuff I wrote on the page will help make this run through a bit cleaner. So I'm going to do Epitaph first from Final Fantasy VI, then Aerith's theme. This one is a very like meditative, slow pacing. We ended up checking with the original track and we were all surprised that both were very, very slow, but that will be good for me to focus on my bow and making sure I have consistent pressure and speed and a vibrato throughout the note. So that's my goal. This particular rendition is done by the fantastic pianist arranger TPR. So if you like what you hear, please check him out. And I'm going to do my best to complement the track. think I was a bit more calm going into it this week than last. Did I do this actually Tuesday? I can't remember. Oh, for one, that's really lovely to know. Thank you. Oh, Monster Hunter World, stars at our backs. Leaving the autoplay on has been like a fun little quiz time for me. Yep, pencils, you're correct. It is Epitaph from Final Fantasy VI. And you can find TPR on Spotify, YouTube, all the things. He recently did a Animal Crossing album that is so relaxing if you're looking for like the just idyllic background relaxation music. It's really pretty. I'm gonna try and fade it out. Oh, isn't that a tease? When I was in high school, I auditioned for I think a lot of states do this in America, but where like there's a sectioned part of your state that you can audition for a choir, a band, an orchestra, and a jazz band. And if you get a high enough score, then you can audition for the all-state choir, and then they have like an all New England or a Midwest, things like that. And I got to participate. I was very, very lucky. I got to participate in a lot of those. And one of the conductors we worked with, she would always get us to that big build and then cut us off where we couldn't sing the last note. And all of us were always like, like, please let us do it. But what was amazing about it was when she did finally let us sing that last note, it was during the concert, and it just was like the most powerful ringing chord of all time, as we finally got to just sing the dang thing. For Butley, I'll probably play that piece today. Yes, I also felt like it was hard to let go of that. For Uriel, I'm hoping that I'll be able to get quick enough with making recordings that I'll have a nice playlist one day with all this stuff with me playing. Oh, for Luby, that's lovely. God of Dumplings, what's up? How are you? And Dinosaur, hello. Sounds like you were also an all-district person. I only did the choir, but I was in Southeast and All-State for 2 years. And I loved it. It was like the highlight of my year for me in high school. I missed the qualifier for the All New England, I remember, by like less than 3 points. I was so disappointed, but I still got to see it, which was fun. Okay, Air theme. For God of Dumplings, I'm doing very good. Thank you for asking. A little tired, but tired because of good things, so can't complain. Iffy ending. Overall, pretty clean though. For Ryakith, yes, it is in the Ryakith. I'm so sorry, I'm mixing things up. Thank you for the resub for 23 months. I really, really appreciate it. What I meant to say was Jackson. Yes, it is in the key of D. The Auditor, welcome. Jerry and Kristen, how are you? Did I see correctly that you are beginning your pop socket lifestyle? I also saw something a while back that I was reading while playing. One thing I've enjoyed and admired is how you react with your viewers. You gain a following, but you're still Joe. Oh my God, mad professional. I'm so glad I scrolled up for that one. If I see something longer than a few lines while I'm playing, I usually can't read it in time. But I try and go back up to it. I usually can read like one-liners while I'm playing just fine. Yokeface, welcome. And Philip, how are you doing today? There's one shift I'm still not thrilled with, and I've been practicing shifting, so I want to try and just fix it real quick. You know, I think for pencils, it's interesting. Thank you, Ken Crand, by the way, for the follow, and Toto Star, if you're still here, thank you. Even with playing with a track, I'm really shy. I play like the track is the featured player instead of me. Like whenever I've done a duet with someone, I shrink in my ability a fair amount. Yes, I get so scared and I get intimidated. So one of the reasons I've been making myself do these a cappella performances is I don't have anything to hide behind. Also, when you play by yourself, you have to really hear in your head how the song sounds and what intervals you're reaching for and everything like that. So that extra bit of focus makes sure that you decide the song is being played as it should be played rather than half-mindedly playing along to a track. So it's just making sure I keep my head in the game. I just had a High School Musical, just like unwantingly just short circuits through my brain saying that. Having a pop socket now. Oh yeah. I get very excited. Like, it's just a stupid little thing to like feel like you changed the aesthetics of what you have. I also have this beautiful, lovely gold sprinkles for mine. I admittedly got these phone cases with the sprinkles on them because it's one of the ways I could get my students to focus on me, my little ones. Because, you know, kids can sometimes be in their own worlds, and they should be, is they're creative and they're young, and I want them to imagine in things. But it always worked if I like just moved the sprinkles around. They'd be like, oh. I'm like, yes, I am here, child. Do you remember why we're here? And they're like, no. I'm like, okay. Let's see. We had some lovely slow pieces. I'm going to stick with that for at least one or two more. You can also use an air horn. Oh my God, that just surged my body with anxiety thinking about. I'm really sensitive to loud noises in general. It's really bad this month though, because I'm not used to playing this many live shows. And I love it. I'm so grateful for it. But PAs are loud, and electric guitar amps and drums are really loud, and my ears have been very sensitive. I've had to turn down my settings here by like I'd say 20% to really just make sure I'm being careful and not damaging my ears too much. They've been damaged this month for sure, but I have very nice earplugs. If you go to live music, you guys, please get yourself a pair of earplugs. Please do it. It's so important. And you can get them at like Walgreens or CVS. They're available. They're really cheap. And yeah. Do I wear in-ear monitors? Not yet, but it's something I'm thinking about. Because, you know, on stream, I use headphones, so I've had a fair amount of practice with it. Admittedly, I'm slightly afraid that wearing in-ears will make me feel less connected with the sound happening around me. Oh, Daniel, I did. I got so lucky with those earplugs. It's a short story time. I don't know if it's interesting, but many of you know I used to play for a pirate band here in Nashville. And we played this really big festival here in Nashville that's very popular called Pilgrimage Fest. And I was playing the children's stage at Pilgrimage Fest with the pirate band. And we're bringing kids on stage and we're all, you know, saying yarg and putting little hats on them and playing sea shanties and stuff. They have at most of these events an artist area where they usually have, you know, things for the artists to try and make them comfortable, whether it's like food trays. Sometimes they have like ping pong tables, just to give you a backstage chill area. Not all places, but nicer events, yeah. I was technically an artist, so they put me in the same area as the big acts like El King and these like major performers. And one of the custom things offered for the artists was that they would give you molded ear plugs. And I almost didn't do it because I was like, no, I'm on the children's stage. Like, that service isn't for me. And my friend was like, who was playing for a big act, was like, get your freaking butt in that chair right now. You're an idiot. Like, they're free. And so I sat down in the chair and they take like a baster kind of, and they're like, hold very still. And they fill your ear with this foam. And it's really scared me for a moment because all sound was closed off for a second and I couldn't hear anything. And I'm like this. She's like, hold still, hold still. And I had to hold my head like that for a while. And then she pulled it out. I didn't see what she was doing with it. And by the end, she gave me molded custom ear plugs. And I am so grateful my friend pushed me to do the dang thing because they're great. So please take it from me. I wish I wore earplugs sooner because my ears have been very damaged over the past 8 to 10 years of doing live performances. And again, you can get them at your regular, corner store. You can get them at a Walgreens and a CVS. I bought a pack and I just keep them in my bag or my purse. I go to a lot of shows, of course, so that's why I have it in the purse. But if you have a little bag or something, just put them in there. You never know when you're going to be at a live concert and it's very loud. Yolkface, I didn't think so either. For Fleet Destroyer, welcome, by the way. So yeah, that's what I did at Pilgrimage Fest, and I played my friend in ping pong, and I miraculously lost 0 to whatever the score is required to win. It was really embarrassing. It was very embarrassing. Oh, it was awful. Yes, I remember I had a really big crush on that person at the time. And I was like, oh, yay, we're hanging out together. But we were hanging out together playing a game where it wasn't even fun to play because I was missing every single shot. It was mortifying. I was like, well, we spent some time together, I guess. It didn't work out. But we're actually still friends. Wasn't meant to be. Philip, thank you. Lacey Nova, welcome. How are you today? Let's see. I was saying how I wanted to do another slower piece. We've been starting with slower stuff today. I'll pick it up, I promise, but I'm going to do Ballum Garden and then do one of my brand new transcriptions for you. I haven't played it yet, but it's pretty, so I liked listening to it. We'll see if I can sight read it well enough. For the next choice, I'm going to do Ballum Garden from Final Fantasy VIII. I feel like I've played this on piano more lately than the violin. I avoided playing it on violin for a bit because it was hard for me to do, if I'm being honest. But I've gotten a bit better and a bit more confident, so let's give it a go. And, it's one of my most sentimental video game tracks that I have on the list, so I'd like to get stronger with playing it. Acapella version? Ah! I'll do my best. Okay. Daniel! Thank you. I feel like I'm not pressing hard enough for some of these notes still. I'm like afraid of them. That's not the right note, but. Sometimes if I mentioned before how like sometimes if I'm trying to get my intonation better, I'll try it as double stops. I'm trying to see if I could do that with this one. I don't know if that's gonna work. I knew a little bit. The double stop thing has really helped me. A really awesome suggestion from Julia. Major shout out, by the way, for Julia, my violin teacher. I feel so grateful for her. I feel like it's been nice just bonding a bit more as like people, and she's just helping me so much. I don't know if anyone's told you today, but you're beautiful, talented, and perfect just the way you are. My God. Come on now. I've been on Operation Confidence lately. I've always had very big issues with confidence, but it kind of got rocked at the beginning of the year. But I'm feeling a lot more sure of myself, and I'm really proud of myself for this last couple days. Is I think we all have had these moments in like human connection or friendship, but I had some conversations with friends that like really needed to happen. I had a conversation with a friend who needed me, and I got to be there for them and work with them through it and talk to them about what they need and what I can possibly give to them and some like options. I also had a situation where I had to tell someone that they were kind of like invading some lines that were making me feel comfortable, and that's an awkward conversation to navigate, but I felt like I did it in a nice way and in an honest way, and we had a good conversation about it. And then I had another conversation with a friend of just like things that I thought I might kind of need from them to have it be a bit more stable of a friendship. And all these conversations just went so well. It's scary initiating them, but it's always so much better to just get it all out in the air and also bring things up in a state where it's like, I'm not saying that this is true, but this is something that I'm feeling right now. And I feel like I needed to just say that. Like I know it could be wrong, but I'm happy with the conversations that I've been having, and I feel a lot closer to everyone involved now, which is really cool. I feel like with everything, I just keep reminding myself, like, we're all just people, and we all get nervous and afraid and overthink and all these things. And so it's just important to make every relationship you're trying to grow with someone, at least for how I work, very open. I know with some people that's not the best way they work, and then it's me learning how to respect that too, But I feel really good about that. So I encourage you, if you have something that you've been wanting to talk to someone about, you might want to do it. Might be worth it. One of my favorite things I learned in a therapy, my therapist, I was talking about my anxiety, and she was like, you might just need to tell yourself, do something about it or shut up. And I was like, I think that will actually work for me. So when I start wrapping my head around something and like kind of, get worked up about it and anxious, I have a moment where I tell myself, do something about it or shut up. And I'm like, and then I usually do it. And that's been so helpful for me. If that doesn't work for you, do not force yourself to do that. We'll find, we all have our own things, but that's been one funny tidbit that has really helped me for the better. So thanks, Luby. I've always been, before Twitch, I was very, very self-conscious about my speaking voice because I just have a very low voice. And growing up and watching Disney princesses and stuff, I wished that I had a higher, more like bird-like, song-like voice. And you guys have helped me kind of embrace a lot of aspects of myself. So thank you. All right. Are you guys ready to hear one of my brand new transcriptions? I'm going to try and do 2 new songs for the Songlist today. Yay. The first one is called Guar Plain from Xenoblade Chronicles. It's spelt like this, if you want to look it up. Von Black. I have a simple set of rules about conversation. Does this need to be said? Does it need to be said by me? And does it need to be said by me now? That's actually a really good, I like that last bit. Does it need to be said now? Because there are some times where it's just not the right time to bring something up, If it's if you're in a high pressure situation where you might be acting on emotion or understanding for another person, I think that's some good advice. Oh, for Fleet Destroyer, that makes me so happy. I've been really pleased to see that people seem to be enjoying the VOD channel. You know, when I first started taking all the VODs and putting them on YouTube, I was like, oh, I don't know if, like, I guess anyone would actually watch these, but the response has just been really lovely, and I'm so happy that people seem to be enjoying them. I'm back on schedule, by the way. I fell behind for a bit, but it should all be up to date now. I will be uploading my Tuesday stream tonight, and, the streams will always be at least 24 hours after to abide by stream rules. But anyway, we are going to be doing now Guar Plain, not that Guar for Butley. It's spelled Guar, but who knows? Maybe one day. I don't know. Okay, I've never played this, or I haven't played this yet. I just listened to it and I wrote out the sheet music, but I think it's simple enough where I can just sight read it. We have E flat. I know that was a conversation we had earlier today with ASMR, but I guess it wouldn't be this one. El Grisu, thank you very much for the follow, by the way. Thank you. Wait. New song hype. I like that one. I feel like it's a nice addition to our song list. I've talked to you guys before about how I like to make kind of set lists in my head as I pick music for stream. And I can hear that this one would go really well with like Dragon Roost Island and my rendition of Kasa's theme mixed with Song of Storms. And that would complement the Stardew Valley song, A Stillness in the Rain. The one that's like, oh God, I'm forgetting her name. I haven't played that game in so long. Don't tell me. Isabel? No. I'm thinking that is Animal Crossing. Oh my God, what's her name? The purple hair girl. We dated. I should remember. Oh, what is her name? Oh. Uriel, I hope you have a wonderful evening. Abigail. Ugh. I feel like Abigail and Isabel would be sisters, though. That was a really gross noise into the mic. My bad. Since I brought up those songs, I feel like maybe I should do those. I always feel kind of guilty doing Dragon Roost without Robin here, because that's Robin's favorite song. Oh, we got a priority request. Of course, Mr. Daniel. Man, how do I want to do an improv today? Is it okay if I do 2 loops and then an improv? That exact situation you had just now is me every time someone asks me about a name. I know remembering names is a great source of anxiety. I think for most people, right? Am I correct in assuming that? I've been trying really hard lately when I meet someone to say their name like 5 times in my head while we talk, which means I'm not listening to the first couple seconds of our conversation, but I like really just try my best to friggin' put it in there. Okay, we're gonna do... If I was a superhero, remembering names would be my weakness. Amazing for Fleet Destroyer. It's your kryptonite. Oh, my hair's feeling a bit stiff. Okay, we're gonna try my first loop of the day. And I'm gonna do Dragon Roost Island. Tim Out Music, by the way, thank you. Let's see. I've been having lots of thinks about the song list and just really making sure that as I continue to add things to the song list, I have a plan for where it might fit in with other things. And I want to have like a segment where I do things in the style of how I've done Kasa's theme, with a lot of like very beautiful lead guitar acoustic moments. I'm wondering if I want to try that with this today. There's been a specific way I've done this piece for like, you know, the past year and a half. Conveniently, this piece is an E. Oh wait, is it not? So, the way I was thinking I might experiment with this today. So it's B flat. Dun, 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 dun. I can read this. So this is a B. So that's a B flat, right? Yeah. I feel like it should be the octave up. I hate when my students do this, so I feel like a brat doing it right now, but I'm trying to just see if I can play the lead line on the guitar. I haven't practiced this prior, so I'm just kind of figuring it out as we go. Welcome, Dan. How are you? Okay, so it's above the E. Oh yeah, that would make sense because it's an F. And then I go back to the D. Okay, I think I got it. And here. I think I got it. Either way, I need to get the chords down first, so I don't want to do it too fast. Hey, Duport! Thank you for the raid. I was just about to try and I'm doing like a new version of Dragon Roost Island. I'm figuring it out as I go, but if I could play something for you after, please let me know. Thank you for the raid. We're about to use Butronome. What were you playing today for Duport? For Butronome, I need to open up Bluetooth to get it set up with my computer. It's all through the app. I have a partnership with this metronome company. Most of you guys already know that, and I'm quite a fan. If you use my code JoeClearySB, you can get 20% off anything from the website for Soundbrenner. I use their vibrating metronome, and I use it to make my loops from scratch. I really like it. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Oh, and a sub! You spoil me, Dupe. Thank you. Up. If it ever, oh, sorry, everybody. Here we go. If it doesn't vibrate, that means I have to restart my phone real quick, so I have to do that, which will just take a brief moment. Butronome, yes. Here we go. Playing Final Fantasy. Oh, I can do Roman numerals 14? Is that right? I admittedly only know my Roman numerals because of Final Fantasy. I haven't played it yet. Would you recommend? That A flat is so pretty. My favorite part of the progression, for sure. Okay, so I got my phone restarted. Now it should be able to sync up with the vibrations. Press the button, Bluetooth magic goes bam. cool. And now, vibrating. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to slow it down just a little bit. That seems like a good tempo. All right, let's give it a go. Put it in the back pocket. I put it in my back pocket so that the mic doesn't pick up the vibration. And we've affectionately been calling it buttronome. Anyone else think it's kind of funny that I say affectionate and buttronome in the same sentence? Because I find that to be a little bit amusing. Because I'm a grown adult woman. All right, let's loop it. DP, thank you for a resub. We've had a couple 13-month resubs today. Dupe for it. I just noticed yours was 23 months. Thank you so much. And thank you for Hype Train, everybody. I'll try and make this loop really fun for you. I'll do my best. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Okay, got my foot pedal. Looks like we're good to go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it didn't start in time. I caught a mistake. Ableton's not in 3/4. That's why. Okay. 1, 2, 3. It still started after 4 beats. That's a problem. Let's try it one more time. I think I'll try here. I'm gonna do yet. Try that again. I think maybe I should have added some accordion. I had a piano line in my head. I think I need to practice it though. For Bull, welcome. Brave Town, welcome as well. Thank you for TLDR for the follow. Joe for the bits, thank you. Thank you everybody. I was thinking like, oh. I have to really think about this. And then where are the notes? Oh, here they are. Just do the right hand first. I really want to get this idea. I'm so close, you guys. Can I keep trying? Butts. Butts. What is it? Da-da-da-da. That's what it should be. Same mistake. So close though. 1, 2. Okay, one more go and then I think I got it. That last note is so wonderfully wrong. I like the idea of it though. Maybe with some like lo-fi percussion behind it. A vocal hum? I can try that. Let's give it a go. Let's try violin over it now. Kind of a longer experiment. I hope you guys didn't mind. I've been very open on stream about talking about how I really want to try my best to always push myself and never get too comfortable, because I'm a big supporter of knowing that if something makes me uncomfortable, that means it's probably good for me. So, and you know, I want to keep the stream interesting, and I don't want to get too used to playing things the same way, because then what's the point of actively coming back? And, you know, I just want to try and keep getting better. I do see that we have some some priority requests here. I guess I'll try and do an improv one now. Thank you guys so much for being so supportive. It's hard for me to still let go of that control, if I'm being honest, but I want to let go. So I'm going to keep trying. I was listening to a song the other day, and okay, here's me about to be like a big music nerd, but I liked that there was a rhythm happening behind it, spelling out the chords. That was like 3/16 notes and then an eighth or something. So like da 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 da. Oh no, that's just because I was in a 6/8. Now I'm stuck there. I'll just make up a new one, I guess. Da 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 da. Let's first change it back to 4/4. And I'll come up with a chord progression. Kind of want to do something major. I don't usually go for major. So if I do it, I'll make it easy on myself. The key of C major, I guess. I'm just making something up now. What chord do I want to have in there? C major. Oh, of course, just a 4. That makes sense. That's pretty simple. It's just a 1, 4, 5. Nothing wrong with simple, though, I guess. Let's go to some minor chord there. Yeah, I keep wanting to go to D minor. I'll start with this as a bass and then see where I want to go from there, I guess. We're just doing an improv loop right now where I'm just making up something. And then when I finish that, we're going to get back to the more prepared songs. So if this isn't your jive, don't worry, I'll get back to more straight through playing. I'm just trying to be creative right now. So I changed my time signature to 4/4. Dun, 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 dun. Oh no, I was playing in 3. All right, sure. 3/4 it is. So. Let's see. Something like that. Da, 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 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2. I should get the chords first. I almost want to start with violin and then come back to piano. So let's see. I know that my chords are C major to F major to D minor to G major. So hey, if you want to have a brief Teacher Joe moment, C is number 1, the 1 chord. There are ways you can identify chords as numbers. So if you want to figure out what the next chord is, we said that you always count where you're starting as number 1. So can you tell me what number the F would be if C is number 1? C, D, keep going. So I want you to tell me what the number progression is that we're doing here. I'm going to give you the chords and then give me the number progression. So the chords are C, F, D minor, G. I kind of want to do like a... So I want to do arpeggios going down. I may have to pause my metronome to get that. So C major arpeggio, F major, A, like it going up at the end. Okay, let's see how that goes. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it still says 4/4 over here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Ah, I did the D minor instead of the F. Da, 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 da. 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh, dang it, the piano is plugged in. I had it though. Hello, Lorenzo, how are you? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. A little pitchy. 1, 2. Okay, I'm gonna do that one more time, y'all, and then double it, I think. Started mid-measure, so mean. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I could just do the next notes up, maybe. Octaves are kind of cute. Just added a measure I want to take out. Still wrong. I'll just do one pizzicato then. So I got, where do I want to go? hear something in my head, I just don't know how to play it yet. I want the higher one. Yeah, that's the voicing. Didn't start on the downbeat. Wait, it went back to 4/4. What the heck? That's why it didn't start on the downbeat. Oh, don't alter all my tracks because of that, please. We'll see. Okay. Oh, you guys. That mistake can't be fixed. It recorded all my original tracks in 3/4. I'm gonna redo it all. That sucks. Okay, but I know what I'm doing now. That shakes me up a little bit, though, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I can do this. That's very frustrating. Thank you, Jen. Unplug the piano. Everything's matched up. Turn this down. Hey, Grayson, thank you for the follow. I'm just doing an improv loop right now, so I'm kind of just creating things as I go and hoping it works out. Hey, Scotty, what's up? Okay, so I did that. E minor is the next part. I think I need to hear the piano. Okay, we're back. So now I wanted okay. E minor over B. Yeah. 1, 2. To a C major. E minor. 1, 2. The right idea, but we're peaking. Okay. 1, 2. a Baloo scream. Hello. He's just screaming. I feel like I kind of gotten out what I needed to from this. It's nothing too impressive. I'm kind of disappointed in myself. But I tried. I feel like I hear a melody I want to like try and sing, but I don't know what to do. What do you think, Baloo? He's like, it's trash. Now feed me, woman. That was my cat screaming. You might have heard him. We were having a little back and forth there. Major idea. I'll still save it. I still save all of these. I know it frustrates some of you guys that I'll be very hard on myself like that, but I found that if I'm going to take the risk to try and do these more, it's going to help me to at least be honest about how I'm feeling. I know, Baloo. Are you also being honest about how you're feeling? Yeah? Okay. I think I need to take my break to feed him. I feed Baloo every day at 5:30, and he's 6 minutes early, but this seems like a good part. For Daniel, thank you. And thank you, everybody, for all the kind words and everything. I'm navigating my way through this. Jan Stecco, thank you. Geoffroyd and Grayson for the follows. Thank you, guys. I was going to say going through this like Twitch transitional period, but I guess I always am. Which is good, right? Is that means I'm growing. But I don't know. I'm always trying to just, again, figure out a way to keep myself moving forward and trying new things. And ever since I did that nosebleed stunt, for those who've been around for a little while, you'll know what I'm talking about. I had a unique partner opportunity where I had to fake a nosebleed live and make it look like there was a virus taking over my computer for an ad. It was it was awesome. It was super fun. But one of the conditions of taking this was that I could not do anything that wasn't original. So I did only improv loops, and people were so excited for me to do an only. Ooh, there's a fly. An only improv stream. I have it up on my VOD channel for I Am Bull. I'll message it to you at some point. But one of the things that I thought was so funny afterwards was people were like, I was really disappointed that you didn't do an all improv stream. And that stuck with me all the way up until this point. And I've thought about how I'm going to build myself up for it. And obviously the only way to do that is to keep doing it. I would like to say, if it's okay with you guys, if there's certain points where I might be too scared to do it, or if I'm struggling, I still want to know I can back out of it, I guess. Like having it as something to be requested on the list, it makes me incredibly anxious. But I know it probably should be there or else I'll avoid it. Ugh, so I don't know. But I hate to say it, when I see it come up on the list, I'm like, who asked for that? Who's making me do this scary thing? How dare you, Daniel? But also thank you, Daniel. But also how dare you? But also thank you. I'm gonna go feed Baloo. Thank you for hearing me go on about whatever's on my mind. No for ASMR. The whole thing was that it had to be a surprise. I only told the mods just in case anyone looked really nervous to message them and be like, she's okay, we know about this. But I didn't even tell the mods about it until like a couple days before I did it. Like I'd already pre-filmed the stunt. I pre-filmed it and then I made a scene for it with the same backdrop and everything. And I even pretended I was reading chat and talking to chat. And yeah, I did the thing. It was one of the weirdest and funnest opportunities I've done, but it was very crazy. Okay, I will be back in like 5 minutes. I'm just gonna feed the cat and use the restroom real quick. Hoagie, if you're still here, he's sitting on his chair. Baloo has like a chair that he'll just sit on and stare at me until I feed him. So I should do that. I'll be right back. Thank you, everybody. And then I'll get to these other priority requests. I see that we have Dear to the Heart as well as Inside Out in the mix, so I will do those when I get back. Boo. Baloo has been fed. Thank you guys so much for giving me a safe place to, you know, just keep trying new things. And I have like, it was funny while I was feeding Baloo and just taking a moment. No, still the same shirt. When I took a moment for myself, I started kind of like humming along to that melody, and I was like, man, I feel like I could write something over that, and I hear it in my head. So I'm happy I did it. I feel like I'm gonna do something with that at some point. I just don't know what yet. So thank you. If it's okay, I don't know if you're still here, Dupe Fort. I made you wait so long. I should have bumped yours up first because of the raid. I apologize. I was gonna ask if I could do Inside Out first, because I think it would actually weirdly be a very smooth transition from that last one that I did. For computer, you saw someone use the blue bop, and it legitimately made me so happy. Ah, well, I'm very grateful for the amazing pencils for making those. But I kind of want to challenge myself to see if I can try and write something by the next stream even. We'll see. I'm always pushing myself admittedly a bit too hard because I still have like YouTube video I need to edit for you guys, but I kind of want to try and write something over that, just like a verse maybe. Duke for it, you're so sweet. Also, thank you for computer for the resub for 4 months. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And I'm going to do Eve 6 next for DP Oblivion. I don't know if you're still here as well for DP. I hope you are. Sorry I made you wait for this. One more coffee. And as always, you guys, I hope that you know, I think you do, I'm so open for feedback on what you think works for the stream and what doesn't. I almost wanted to do a poll to see if you guys wanted me to keep doing improv loops, but I feel like I shouldn't, because I think you've already told me. But I guess I was like, oh, maybe I should ask if people prefer me do more songs filling up that time or something. I don't know. I feel like this music is very like my vibe right now. It's like a little shy. A little doubting, but an undertone of sweetness. Okay, so I did save this. Well, one thing that's kind of interesting for Philip, I was in a rehearsal. I'm always in rehearsal, right? And I made a mistake, and I don't usually make mistakes too often in the band rehearsals because I'm very much a practicer. And a member of the band teased me, or they didn't even tease me. They were just like, honestly, I was just so shocked to see you make a mistake because I feel like you're a robot, kind of. And I was like, I guess I do kind of think of music in a robotic way sometimes, because I shouldn't say I never. I hear Blue crying. I guess he stopped. But ever since I went to school for music, I started thinking about music more in a sense of a profession, you know, and something that needs to be presented in a certain light at all times, because that's what I was being graded on. And like, I've never really played in a band just for fun. I've always played in a band, or when I started playing for bands, it was when I was already attending Berkeley. And so I took every opportunity so seriously and always wanted to be as prepared as possible. And having my bandmate and friend be like, oh, you know, you're kind of like a robot. I was like, oh, I should try to not do that as much and like probably have a bit more fun. So it's something I've acknowledged, but you know, it's always a journey. Inside Out for Eve 6. Here we go. All right, so I already wrote down that my metronome marking should be 80. And I don't need to put this in my pocket because when I play the piano, I can just mute the mic. So I'm just going to put it on my wrist. I love you guys too, Philip. Like, you know, I know you know it, but I just hope you again really know how much I appreciate this opportunity. Erica, thank you for a resub. And Erica, like you've sent me so many, you know, private, really kind words. Like you'll send me messages, and that always has meant a lot to me. So thank you. A lot of you guys have. I can't get back to everything. I feel bad about it a lot. I just struggle keeping up with responses lately, as there's been a lot more people reaching out to me, which I love, you know. It always goes to the harpsichord. But I read I read everything that you guys do send to me, and I try my best to get back. It's just hard to keep up with everything between all the bands and, you know, stuff. Oh, definitely not today for Daniel. The harpsichord isn't speaking to me today, or most days. Okay, Eve 6. Got my metronome here. And I don't need the microphone, so I can turn this down and just focus on playing it in time. Oh, my lady. I think I wasn't quite in the shape. I wasn't clicked in OBS at that point. Okay, we are hooked up. We're all good. Jove's got the blender plugged in. We're ready to go. Let's do it. Faith in Joe remake of a video game song. I did do a kind of different version of Dragon Roost earlier. I'll think on it. Thank you so much for the $20 donation, computer. Thank you. And Daniel and Pencils for the Milady bits. That's a sentence I should never say again. I'm a tender heart and a blender spoon. Nothing, Clarenza. Nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. You heard nothing. I was all on my breath. I would choke on the rhymes. The like the open me empty inside. Swallow my doubt, turn it inside out. Find nothing but faith in nothing. Put my tender heart in a blender. Swear to the beautiful oblivion. Rendezvous, then I'm through with you. I burn like a wicker cabinet. Chalk white, no sulfur. I see our time has gotten stale. Tick-tock of the clock is painful, all sane and logical. I wanna tear it off the wall. I hear words and clips and phrases. I think sick like ginger ale. My stomach turns and I exhale. I was holding my breath. I would choke on the rhymes, but the lack the old, empty inside. Swallow my doubt, turn it inside out. Find nothing but faith in nothing. Wanna put my tender heart in a blender. Stare to the beautiful oblivion. Rendezvous, then I'm through with you. SoCal is where my mind stays, but it's not my state of mind. I'm not as ugly sad as you. Or am I origami? Folded up and just pretend. Demented as the motives in your head. I was holding my pride. I would choke on the rhymes, but the lack the old, the empty inside. Swallow my doubt, turn it inside out. Find nothing but faith in nothing. Won't put my time heart in a blender. Spare do a beautiful oblivion. Rendezvous, then I'm through with you. Burn, burn like a wicker cabinet. Jack White and no suffering. I see our time has gotten stale. The tick-tock of the clock is painful, all sane and logical. I wanna tear it off the wall. I hear words and clips and phrases. I think sick like ginger ale. My stomach turns and I exhale. I would swallow my pride, I would choke on the rhymes, but the lack of empty inside. Swallow my doubt, turn it inside out. Find nothing but faith in nothing. Wanna put my time on the worst spell. Dealing for oblivion, rendezvous, then I'm through with you. Thank you, guys. That one I feel like is a very confusing loop for some to see me do. It's probably one where I've reimagined it arguably the most. I just think there's something really beautiful about this chord progression. It's really, really pretty. And when you just, take a song that's typically really loud and full and rock and just break it down to its core aspects and build it up from there, I think that's really exciting. It's kind of how I feel about the Chauffeur, where there's something so very beautiful about that chord progression that breaking it down and, turning it into a different vibe is sometimes a very fulfilling, exciting experience. Tripwire, that it's funny, like that kind of a thing I find to be like one of the best compliments. So thank you, that's great. And Doc, welcome. I've been learning when it comes to my solos to embrace taking my time to actually like set up the pedals for the solo and then pick up the violin and start when it's a clean beginning, I found myself falling into the trap of, you know, again, that fear I have of looping, of having it go on too long, and just prioritize playing the instrument as fast as possible. But I'm really trying to take that extra time lately to just breathe and just do what feels natural. There are a few on your song list that I don't like the original, but I like your version. Thanks, Tripwire. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Rob, thank you. For computer, once again, thank you so much for that $20 donation. Breathe, Joe. I know I have to always remind myself. One thing with my anxiety is it really affects your breathing, so you have to be very aware. So next up, we got Dear to the Heart. And this is from Final Fantasy VII. This is admittedly in a key that I'm very cautious of, but I've been practicing a lot, so I feel like I'm ready to just jump in. Oh, hey, I have a new song as well for you guys I haven't tried. It's a different vibe, so I might try and like work my way up to it. And, you know, if it doesn't feel right, maybe I'll just save it for tomorrow. So we have a new song tomorrow as well. I added a new song from Xenoblade Chronicles to the song list today. And I'm really happy with how it went. It was really, really relaxing. Oh, for One If by Land, I think you're going to recognize it. It's used as a lot of main themes in the game. Vito, thank you. I love you too. I love you guys so much. You know, maybe it's kind of I'm almost grateful that things have been so busy. Because it's resulted in me being very, how do I want to describe it? I think just like natural on stream. I've been so busy with just rehearsals and shows like crazy that I don't have a whole lot of extra energy lately. And I've been kind of hard on myself about that. I've been like, oh, I should come with more high energy, and we still have to celebrate 30,000 followers. But it's been actually kind of nice to just come on and just be like, this is how I am today, and still feel the love. So thank you, everybody. Okay, Dear to the Heart. Wake me up when September ends? I can do that for you, computer. I'll do that for you right after I do this one. I know for Lorenzo, it's crazy. I never thought when I started this stream that I would even... I thought maybe I'd get 100 followers at best. I feel like it still hasn't really sunk in. I like to do a little music box version of this one, so it's going to be very soft and delicate, and hopefully I can match that with my playing. Egg. I was reading the first line of the page and realized that was wrong. So I forgot where I was in the music. I'm happy though. I feel like some of those notes were more in tune than I usually have been with them. This song has 7 sharps in it. So it's like, ugh. But yeah, for a lot of my pieces, try my best to not change the key, even if it's a key that's really uncomfortable for me, because I want to get better at playing the keys. And like working as a session recording player in Nashville, I've learned that one of the fastest ways to not get rebooked again is if you complain about a key. For instance, violinists typically aren't very fond of flat keys, like more than, let's say, 3 flats, because you lose access to your open strings. And when you can't play based off an open string, it's harder to hear if you're in tune or not. And, you know, there's other details, like you don't get as many resonant tones and things like that. And I used to complain, but again, I learned that if you want to get booked for more things, never complain. Even if the songwriter says it has 7 sharps in it, you're like, okay, let's freaking do it. Let's go. I can do it. So I try my best even with keys that are kind of tricky. Wake Me Up When September Ends. That's a song I have not done in a long time, but I know I pre-recorded the guitar for it. So we're gonna go over here. I have another computer over here, in case you're wondering where I look. I've been thinking, I don't know if I'm gonna do it or not. I was thinking I might change my camera angle, but I know that when I know that when streamers sometimes change little things, people get kind of upset. They're like, what? This isn't how it was before. I feel like I'm being very vulnerable today. I'm just like kind of running with that. We've all done this to ourselves, I know. But hearing it, I know it's going to sound kind of cringe. I like this side of my face. I don't like this side of my face. So when I turn to this computer, I'm like, oh gosh, it's my unflattering side. But I also feel like maybe I just shouldn't change it and just learn to like my face as it is. But I feel like if I was more at the side, I'd be more confident. Okay, I think I set up my petals how I need them to be. Thank you, pencils. Especially that angle I know is your favorite angle of my face. You know, I think that we all do that, you know? Hey, good one, Rob. I see what you're doing. I feel like we all, like, you know, have that thing, right? That kind of drives us nuts. I also will never forget, yes, I've always thought that about myself. I felt less confident about this side of my face. And I did a photo shoot for a band once, and the photographer told me, this is your better side. And I was like, I know. Like, I know. Oh. And, you know, she was just doing her job. She was telling me what to do to get that best, you know, commercial image, right? But that really stuck with me. I was like, oh my gosh. She said it too. She knows. She sees it. Wake me up when September ends. This will be interesting. I haven't done this for months. I think I know what I used to do on it, but I'll have to remember as I go. Thank you guys again. I feel really cozy today on stream. It's nice. Even though I'm still admittedly really tired. I'm really disappointed I didn't finish my YouTube video on time for you guys. But I'd rather take the extra time and have it look how I want it to, and also not run myself ragged trying to do it. Oh my god, seeing next month is September really caught me off guard. Holy crap, the last 3 years, what happened? Oh my god. Jeez Louise. What's happening? Vito, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much, and your kind words. I appreciate you very much. Okay. I pre-recorded this guitar already to help the loop move along, and I hope you like it. when September ends. Summer has come and passed. The innocent can never last. Wake me up when September ends. Ring out the bells again, like they did when spring began. Wake me up when September ends. Here comes the rain again, falling from the stars, drenched in my pain again, becoming who we are. There's my memories, but never forgets what I have lost. Wake me up when September ends. I almost wish I recorded that slower, just like barely slower, maybe like 5 BPM. This is one of the notebooks I keep to write corrections in for stream, and just like general ideas. If I'm being honest, I actually almost took this off the list last week. Going faster and making it a metal cover? Interesting. That'd be kind of a... Yeah, I can hear it. I mean, that'd be cool. But yeah, I almost took this off the list, but I didn't. So I guess I'll keep it on there. This was one of the earlier loops that I had put together. I'm going to say record 5 to 10 BPM, beats per minute, slower. There we go. Okay, I'll keep it on. Again, like, you guys are my source of feedback, you know, and I want to do what you guys want to do. Especially since lately, you guys have let me really decide the song list and the order. And I want to be careful with my words. I didn't think it was like possible for a channel to be at the size it is right now with this channel. And for me to be as picky as I am, you know? I always felt like maybe the biggest channels were the ones that had the most commercial song list and would run solely off of requests. Of course, I've watched a lot of my peers at this rate, and I see that that's not always the case. But I didn't think it was really possible for me at my level to have that level of pickiness. And the fact that you guys really support me just doing what feels right and going for it, it means a lot to me. It's pretty unreal. Let's see, we've been going over 3 hours now. I think I'm just gonna do a couple more violin songs and call it, if that's okay. I got a new thing at the grocery store. We're gonna check it out. It's one of those like add water, boil it, pho soups to make at home. Yes, I do like pho. So I hope it turns out good. Let's see. A part of me wants to do the new transcription I did. It's such a different vibe though. I did a transcription from Pokemon Diamond called Heart Home City. Yes, I thought I was gravitating too much lately for like really pretty soft pieces. Pho though? Is it? Well, I guess I'll take it for what you're saying. I haven't played this yet. For anyone who's new, by the way, what's up? My name's Joe, and I make loops like the one you just heard. And I also do video game musics. Good job, Joe. I listen to video game music and I write out the sheet music based on what I hear. So I added some new ones today, and I haven't played it yet, but I'm gonna do my best. Pho. Is it really? I always thought it. Oh, well, I learned something. I learned things about music and cuisine. Okay. This one is in A flat. A little tricky and it's fast, but I'm going to do my best. Have a lovely evening for Lou. Thank you for watching. McFadden, it's good to see you. How are you? Oh, you know what? This will make you happy, Cathedora. I have a jam playlist that I started. Oh no, they don't have the tracks listed. Oh, they're right here. I made a playlist where I'm putting down songs that I want to keep for doing improv over. And this one has great improv vibes. So let's see. 402. I think it's Animal Crossing City Folk Gracie Grace? Yeah. Cool. I'm realizing I really like the City Folk soundtrack for Animal Crossing. I guess because I'm a city girl at heart. I lived in Boston for 5 years. And even when I wasn't living in the city, I grew up like 15, 20 minutes out of it. So I've always just absolutely loved the city. I live in Nashville now, but once again, it's like 15 minutes out of the city, so it feels more like a suburb meets city, if that makes sense. Okay, we're gonna do sight reading. Fingers crossed. All right, I can do it. Animal Crossing still playing. Okay, here's the brand new transcription. I'm gonna sight read it. A little nervous. I want to do the remastered version. And that doesn't sound like that. Is it? Is that the one I transcribed? That's clearly the old one. Thank you for the follows, by the way, from A, if you're still here, and Magic Doogies. Thank you very much. I think this is it. I guess it was right. My bad. Okay. Philip, I love that you recognize both transcriptions I did today. can do it round two. Let me do it without the music for a second. Okay, I'm gonna try again. This is hard. Sorry, it's fast. Thank you for the Freaker and Ghost Ninja for the resub. Thank you. Okay, believe in yourself, Joe. Okay. Oh, the sound's off. Come on, girl. One more try. I know it's pretty rough. Okay, now last time. You know, I feel like what I might do is I might actually change the key with this one. I know I said I don't typically like to do that, but there's a really consistent, annoying string crossing happening rather. Let me see if I can do it in my head. If I changed it up a half step, it would be, like that's so uncomfortable. That's already more comfy. I think I'm probably going to change the key on this one. It's so much more comfortable in A, and I think it will sound better. I've played violin now for the past, like, 12 years. I played when I was little, but I quit for quite a long time. And then I changed to E. I know that was pretty ear bloody. Thank you guys for letting me try it anyway. Oh, that piece for ASMR. That was I don't think it's what you were thinking of, but it's a piece from Nier. Let's see. I reorganized for Philip. Like it came on. I listen to video game music most when I'm just like in my downtime. And I heard that one come on a playlist. So I was like, this one's really fun and happy. I want to do it. So that was my first time trying to play it. I know it was pretty rough, but where did I put Nier? Here it is. This one is so pretty. And I feel very sentimental to this song because, like I said, I listen to video game music on my downtime to try and relax. And when I first heard the song, Nier is a game I have not played yet. I would like to. Admittedly, I've had less and less time for games. I loaded up Breath of the Wild again the other day, but anyway. When I was first hearing this song, it was actually when I was setting up these, if you can see them, corner shelves here with the vines dripping down. Because it was when I had decided it was when I just started making barely enough on Twitch where I could start investing in it. And I decided, okay, I need to make, a proper streamer background. Yes, before I just did it in front of a blank wall and bookshelves with lamps put in it. And, it's a sentimental memory for sure, but it wasn't the most polished. And I heard this song when I was setting up these corner shelves here, and I was so in love with it that I put it on loop because I wanted to understand why I liked it so much. And now I have it on the playlist. It's also sentimental because it used to be a key that was too hard for me, but I've gotten a lot better at it. So let's hope it's stuck. I haven't played it for a bit. don't know where it put me. I'm waiting for it to go back to the beginning part. Yes, I want to play that first phrase as well. It's so pretty. Let's see if it goes after this. They keep looping just the end section. Let's see. I'm gonna experiment for a second. Hope you guys don't mind. Here we go. Yeah. No. Sorry, y'all. This one keeps doing the B section, but not the A section. I know it did it before. But yeah, this one just means a lot to me. I think it's a really beautiful song and makes me happy. Come on, one more chance. Please go to the beginning here. It did. Yes. I'll make sure I find a track that goes in the order I'm used to it for. Thank you for the new follows from Avax, drummer, and Show Off Enjoy. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate you. I think I'm just going to do one more song and then we'll call it. But today's been so lovely, everybody. Thank you so much. Lore Pim, thank you for the follow as well. We got to revisit some pieces I haven't done for months, and we got to do some new stuff. I did improv, so it feels like a nice fulfilling day of streaming. I'm going to be live again tomorrow at 11 a.m., and I would love it if, if you're new, you'll consider giving a follow and come back to hear a song another time. I add new songs to the song list every single week. And I started taking violin lessons again, and I'm practicing every day and working on piano and bass and just trying to make sure that I keep the stream interesting and growing. So hope you've enjoyed. I am gonna do my other near piece. I haven't done this one in a long time either, but it's a really, really beautiful piece. It's called Voice of No Return. I gotta find it. Here it is. And before I get started, why don't we pick a raid target? And I'm gonna have my pho. Right, pencils? I discovered how to pronounce a food word correctly. Let's take a look at who is on. Let's see. We got... Okay, I think I have decided. I would like to raid Carmela, and it looks like she's having an album release day, which is very exciting. So let's help her celebrate. And again, I will be live again tomorrow. I aced it. Woo! Thank goodness. Oh, Rayo, you came just in time for my last song. And then we're going to be rating a wonderfully talented fellow musician here who just released her album. But before we do, let's do our last song together. And again, just thank you guys so much. Rayo, thank you for the follow as well. Yay! Oh, that was nice to revisit. I got to do some more songs from Nier. But enough about little old me, and let's go celebrate the lovely Carmela. Thank you everybody again so much. This is awesome. I feel like I'm repeating myself too much, so I'm trying not to go too overboard, but just thank you. Jenny Staria, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you. And I'll see you whenever you want a song. I'll be here. I'm live tomorrow at 11. And thank you. Ran out of time for Paganini. How unfortunate. Bummer.